Hello, welcome in, Night Rider. Are you still there? I've done some numbers for you. I'm ready. Welcome into the channel. I'm Elizabeth. I'm here to do numerology and some past life. Hey, Judy, welcome in. Hi, hey. Welcome in, you guys. Night Rider got here about 20 minutes ago, and I've done some numbers for her. Kathy, you're up since you're here. Let's talk. We are Gen Xers of the same year. Hello. Good to hear you guys. Thank you so much. Really good to see you guys. Okay. No, I just started and I had this like little 30-second intro. I tried. I'm learning. Is Night Rider here? She came in early. Is Angie here? Hi, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. Where's Angie? I didn't see her come in. I'm looking. I need a moderator. Jana, hi, everybody. Let me move this. You guys can hear me okay if I move the mic, right? I see dates. We've got to talk dates. Jana, Kathy, everybody, hi. So good to see you all. Okay. Well, when Night Rider gets here, I've got her numbers. But Kathy, I saw you throw them in there. Let's get right to it. I'm going to scroll back. A little better camera angle, you guys. We'll get there. I hope you can see everything. Oh, there you are. Let me see if I can make you a moderator. Hey. I don't know how to make her a moderator, but it's okay. All right, I'm going to start with Kathy. I hope you guys are having a great day. Where did I see Kathy's dates? There it is. Okay. And we'll just dive right in and start talking. You guys can talk amongst yourselves in the chat as you love to do. I love that about you all. Already, Kathy, your numbers are fantastical. You have that soul connection number 5. I love that. And you, the master number 22 in you also. So don't forget that, Kathy, as we talk. But I'm going to take that to a 4. And then it's January. So if I have my numbers right, which I do make mistakes, I am not perfect by any means. I messed up on Ed's numbers. So I hope he comes in. We'll have to fix that. But Kathy, have you been told that you are a master life number 10 or 1 and understand the way that I do it? And I hope you can kind of see some of this. 10, and Peggy, I know you've been watching this with Lindsay. Okay, so really we're going to take this to a 1, which is like the magician energy in tarot, but it's also the alchemist, and we're going to talk about that, and the butterfly. So think of that. It's just beautiful. And you also mirror. You have a mirror in you with the 10 and the 1. So it's just very fascinating in that way. And then what I'll tell you is you're a 1 is your overall energy. Yeah, no, she talks about it all the time, and I wish I could explain it as well as Lindsay does. And do remember, I am speaking her language. I love her. If you want to know more about Lindsay, definitely go to the hermitnumerologist9.com. She is the bomb diggity bomb. But back to Kathy, your overall energy is the magician, the alchemist. We're going to read that. But you also have the code 1 in you. So overall, your code is 1451. You can see the 1 is very strong in you. I know Lindsay is amazing, Peggy, amazing. And if any of you are on TikTok, follow her there. You'll love it. Kathy, think also that this is not only the magician, but you have the emperor in you and the hierophant. And when I see 5s, many people see change and chaos and confusion. I see soul contracts, soul connections, past life energy with you that runs really deep. And part of you, I would say, whatever was going on when you were growing up or when your mom was pregnant with you, had a lot to do with any wounds you may have brought forward. If you feel like there's things that have kind of haunted you forever, it's because they really don't belong to you. They're issues and feelings that don't belong to you. So remember that about the 5 in you. It's really a deep, soulful number. And think of the Hierophant too. It's like the church, but not in a religious way. It's in a way that all the things that you hold dear to you, close, things that you value. And it's also somebody who really listens to other people. You're that person they come to. There's just that connection. Absolutely. And what a beautiful group. I love you all being here. Kathy, since you've not really had this done before, let's look at the magician for you and some of the qualities and some interesting things that you can take with you and what doesn't make sense leave behind. But you do have that 1 in you. And also, let's talk about really quick the 10, the butterfly. I don't want to ignore that because that's what you're kind of mirroring, both the energy of a 10 and a 1. And when you think of 10, think of the wheel in tarot, but also the butterfly. You are a butterfly, a beautiful, lovely breath of fresh air. You bring change and acceptance to a world of judgment and harshness. I want to double down on that with the 5. I feel that way about the Hierophant energy. You remind us to be kind, that everything happens for a reason, and to trust that you're exactly where you should be. If this butterfly energy is around, you then it will help you navigate a situation with ease and grace. And that also means that you help others navigate situations with ease and grace. There's no conflict, there's no confrontation, there's no struggle. It's just you let go of a lot of things and ride with an amazing flow of the universe. And I love that. And then mirror that with the magician, Kathy. Look at me. I'm a wizard of this world. I bring movement. I am the element of air. I come from the universe. I am the universe. I am energy, beautiful, creative. This is my gift. My challenge is to find the balance within this energy so that I may create change that will inspire the world. Okay, a little bit more. I know. So anything I say, don't take it personally. This is just informational purposes. And you, like any other reading or anybody's comments, they are my opinions. And I'm allowed to say what I'm allowed to say here on my channel. Right? Right. Okay. Anyway, back to you, Kathy. That was a little bit about me. Magician, peep energy. Creative, conflicted, complicated, complex thinkers, difficulty shutting off their mind, spontaneous, fear issues, trust issues, manifest chaos, grounding issues, balance issues. When overwhelmed by emotion or stress, they tend to not spend, spend money, right? Go shopping. No, spend. Able to adapt and blend, changes according to the environment, and do be careful that you don't be become too much of a chameleon because you can really read a room and blend. You're one of my sparkly people, and we're gonna pull some cards for you and show you what that looks like. But also very flexible, non-judgmental, as we mentioned, compassionate, can be obsessive, shrouded. Magicians can be secretive, struggles with emotional transparency, procrastination issues, manipulation, communication issues, has difficulty answering direct questions, artistic, original, avoids confrontation, avoids life issues, doesn't like routine, very magical, easily triggered, reactive, compulsive, avoids commitments. Hi, Night Rider, I did your numbers. Don't move a muscle. Kathy, also exciting, has very interests, risk takers, adventure seekers. Without notice will change. Kathy, you're cute. Moody, may appear somewhat flighty. Oh, you're just a butterfly. Indecisive, addiction issues, and sometimes it might just be you or people you attract. So consider that. Sometimes with that 5, we come with wounds that don't belong to us, and tendency that an energy that attracts things. So I just want to tell you that. Sometimes, like with the procrastination, you might struggle finishing projects. And what I love too is there's some famous magicians here that it's just fascinating. Lindsay has done their numbers. O.J. Simpson, Tom Cruise, Miley Cyrus, Martin Luther King, Prince Harry, Michael Moore, Janis Joplin, Ozzy Osbourne, Ernest Hemingway, Paul Bernardo, and Larry King she has listed. If you do have a hi, Monique. So much love to you. Thank you for all the love. I have really interesting what she calls homework. I call really good energy work if you need any of that. Well, we're just talking numbers. Let's throw OJ out, but he was fantastic until he wasn't. Dude had some issues. Dude had addiction issues, right? That dude had some issues. But let's go back to you, Kathy, because here's an affirmation for you. I am completely present in my body. I am filled by the light of the universe. I am grounded by the intelligence of Earth. I am Earth. And then some stones that are really healthy for you and good to have around. And a lot of it is all for grounding. Amber, Boji stones, tourmaline, obsidian, galleon. I think I'm saying that right. Those are all grounding stones, you guys. And labradorite connects one with source and what I like to say, God. And do remember too, you have the ruler in you. You also have the 4. I don't want you to think about any body issues, things like that. This is a reminder to maintain your boundaries and understand it's okay to say no. It really is okay to say no and mean it. And people should respect you for your boundaries. Sometimes, with your energy, there can be some abandonment issues. I'm not sure. We'd have to go back and do more numerology for you, Kathy, to become a member. So I'll spend all that time with you, but I did Night Rider. I did a lot for you, and you guys can see how we can go deeper with this. Also, let me show you a little bit more for Kathy before we move on. You definitely don't want to be trapped. I don't know if you felt like that in a earlier stage in life, control issues and things like that, I just feel like you'll run for the hills. Also, um, you have really good energy. There's so much this. I know this is a little creepy looking, but this isn't meant to scare you. This is that 5. It is deep in your bones, in your DNA. Oh, wow. I understand that. I totally understand that. And some of it, you have it. Let me read something to you about the 5 energy really quick, a short blurb on that. Because it's important. That 5 energy runs deep in your soul. It's part of your energy. All of these numbers, you guys, just like astrology, we're not just one sign. We're all 12. And all of the numbers in your dates and your names, all of it really speaks to the energy that you go through and the cycles that you go through and when. And it helps us understand more of ourselves and the people that we do connect with. So when you think about this and how deep it can go, I want you to remember the Hierophant leads us morally, the beliefs we hold close to our heart, the love we have for our family, our community, our work. This is the energy of the Hierophant, our devotion, our willingness to stand by those suffering. The time we spend just sitting and listening with someone to their stories of struggle. I feel like you all do this for us and each other and people in your life. This is the grace of the priestess that dwells in all of us. The Hierophant reminds us of what is important. It's not our money, it's not our possessions, but the deep connection we have to each other and to humanity, and to have faith in that, right? It hurts when that gets hurt. There is a politician inside of the servant and a sense of the humanitarian, an advocate for what is good and righteous. And it's deep in your bones, and anything that you might carry that doesn't feel like you just need to let go of it, it's because you came into this world with it. You're very much part of the universe and what Lindsay calls the occult. I don't like to use that term, but you're magical, absolutely magical. Also, I want to show you just a couple more. This card is really amazing too. And I know that you understand this energy. This is a lot like the 10. This is a 46. And this is about how gentle you are. It is called trust. Wholeness, healing, openness, trust without fear, communication. Sometimes a lack of trust, and life can beat that out of us. Betrayal of trust, heartbreak, vulnerability, emotional transparency, receiving help from others. Kindness, opportunity may have a tendency to be too trusting. So that's something to think about. Hi, Dawn. That's definitely something to think about. And your worthiness. Focus on your worthiness. Sometimes we have issues with that, and it runs a little bit deep in you. Let me see what else I can show you. You do have that 22 in you, as do I. And this is the advocate, the servant, the humanitarian. It's quite amazing. And you also have the dove. I think this is important to read to you as well. And this also shows how you do mirror some of the numerology I told you about in the beginning, this dove. Let me read this to you, this 4, because you are the emperor, but you're also this beautiful dove. Okay. The humanitarian, a peacemaker, a messenger of peace, angelic communication, anxiety issues, gentle, compassionate, non-judgmental, does not like conflict, does not like confrontation, fear of conflict, sensitive to judgment and criticism. I have this in me. That's why I can get so sensitive. Does not like conflict or confrontation, fear of conflict, sensitive, loving, struggles with transparency. And Kathy, you can double down on the transparency because you have 2 ones in you. And this and this. So, and I don't know that you have to wear your heart on your sleeve and be completely transparent, but with people you do love and trust, let them be a shoulder for you too. You don't always have to be the shoulder for everyone else. And also, you may run from conflict. I do. And in a past life, subjected to the trauma of war. And did I show you the sparkly one that you are? Here you are. Everybody meet Kathy. I trust everyone too. And you know what? There's an element in us, not so much you, but me, that I will cut ties when I'm betrayed like nobody's business with some weapons. Of, not really like that, like this. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean graphically. I just saw you. Where are you, you knife? Where is it? This. Where is it? Of course, it's going to be the last one I look for. This is inside of me. And I'm going to go to Knight Rider now because I've done her numbers. And you've got 3 7s in you, Knight Rider. This is a knife. Okay, it can be used as a weapon. It can be used as protection. And sometimes there's an edge to us, right? And I'm going to leave that out. Knight Rider, I want you to think about that. You have 3 7s in you. 3 7s. And we're going to talk about that. Let me get some of those out. I know them. Okay. Hold on one second. Bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves in the chat. Play nice. If you're here to hate on me, I don't like that. I don't like that. And I'm not watching. Kathy, I'm going to save this. I'm going to put a date here too. The heck day is it? So that when we do another live, we can come back and do more. More. There's more to talk about. You have a 5 in you. I want to know about who your soul connections are, right? We can get into that. Okay, you guys, those of you who have a 7 in you, you might want to pay attention. Knight Rider has 3 7s in her and a 2, a high priestess, which is really 11. The hi from India. Thank you for being here. Can I call you Perry? I hope I can say Perry, if that's okay. I don't know what time it is, but you're so welcome here. Knight Rider, what is your first name? I'm forgetting. I must talk to you, Knight Rider. Is she here, you guys? Where's my Knight Rider? She's also a sparkly person. Knight Rider, you have the High Priestess. Aw, thank you, Peggy. Peggy, I would love for you to help me moderate. I just don't know how to do this setting right now, but maybe we can talk about that. Knight Rider, come back wherever you are. I have your numbers. Very interesting. Thank you, Angie. I'm going to save these for Knight Rider. She's a sparkly person. She's a sparkly person. Okay. And she has the 11 in her. We're going to have to talk about that. Give me a second to pull some of these. I love to show you guys some of the beautiful meanings in this. Kathy, this is also for you. I don't know if you're a big animal lover, but you know, I know you're just amazingly sweet. Where did Knight Rider go? Girl, come on back. Or guy, could be a guy. I don't know. I don't know. But hold on. Kathy, this is also inside of you, the church, but it's a 4. Oh, love the little beans, the little baby feet. Did you see the little baby feet? That's a 5 too, you guys, the Hierophant. Here's a 7. I can't wait for her. Where is she? We're going to talk about the Chariot energy today. This is also a 5, Kathy. This is an 11, the soldier energy in a past life, Kathy. The shadow stuff that haunts you. Where is Knight Rider? Come talk to me. I'm getting a cough today. What is happening? There's only a few 7s in here. It's interesting. But I have a lot of information on the Chariot. And what I want to tell you guys, any of you who have a lot of 7s in your number, if you need help figuring out, just stick around. We'll talk about it. All the sparklies, I know. Angie, I'll do your numbers too. I just really want Knight Rider here. I did all of this. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Would anybody else want to, let me see who else put their numbers in. Dawn, do you really want a reading? I'm happy to do it. I see Dawn did. I'm waiting for Knight Rider though. Where did she go? Maybe she's at work. Hanging out with the grand fur babies, 2 kitties. Aw, I love that, Judy. My dog is asleep on the bed. You guys want to see her? She's so cute. Well, I shouldn't do that. Oh, you're here. Yay! With the hands. I love it. Hi. Hello, my Chariot times 3. Thank you, Dawn. If you'll wait, I'll try to get to you. This is a lot though. Are you ready, Knight Rider? One thing I want to tell you about your dates is you do have the master number 11 in you. Master intuitive, old soul, very, probably you read cards. If not, you should, you know, very. Okay. Yes, Monique. And I have saved everybody that I do, I save all the info so that we can talk more and more and more and more. So Monique, I will always try to answer any questions, and I love you and all the support you've given me. Okay, so Knight Rider, I'm going to read to you about the Chariot energy, okay? You have it in you 3 times. Your overall life energy number is 7, Angie. And then Dawn, Angie is 1972. She's always going to be younger than me. And there she is with the Empress and the 6. I love it. And then Dawn, where'd Dawn go? Oh, bear with me, Knight Rider. Don't you dare leave me. Dawn, 1969. Uh, 2611. Okay. I'm saving those. Okay, back to Knight Rider, you guys. This is really fascinating. And Knight Rider, what I want you to remember is if you have TikTok, I would love for you to, well, follow me there, but more on YouTube. But Lindsay, who I learned so much from, is live on TikTok a lot. But she also has a website called the Hermit Numerologist 9. And she just created a file on the chariot. And it's, I believe it's like $30, but you would just love it. Some of what she said, I pulled this up because I wanted you to hear this. Oh, okay. Well, check out her website. It's the Hermit Numerologist the Hermit Numerologist 9.com. Excuse me. She's in Canada and she'll probably have these files on her website. It's amazing information. It's going to go beyond what I tell you. And I'll read to you a little bit about what she wrote. I've come to learn there are 3 distinct types of chariot people. There may be in fact more, but I will focus on the major 3 I have encountered over the years, keeping in mind that Lindsay has done this for 30 years. Number 1, you have the charismatic hero that charges into a room and lights it up. They bring an energy into a space that breathes life into everyone in it. They are often spirited, loud, and have the undeniable ability to redirect the focus of the entire room on them within moments of entering. The charismatic chariot is warm, engaging, and supportive. People are naturally drawn to them and feel good in their presence. Number 2, this particular chariot type comes into a room quietly. They often hold their body stiff and communicate their desire for distance. There is a distinct edge to their energy, and if they are drinkers, the more alcohol they consume, the more their edge begins to emerge. Often this chariot will be aggressive and threatening, and most people feel the need to move away from their energy. The guarded chariot trusts few, and everyone who knows them knows they harbor a broken spirit that has been masked by an armor of steel. The third is the broken spirit chariot, who barely goes out. They tend to stay home and feel like there's just not enough. They feel like maybe they've failed at life. I know I can fall into that realm as a having a lot of chariot in me. So what I do want to tell you, let's see what does resonate with you. That's part of the file that you can get from her. It's really beautiful, and she has amazing affirmations, which I'm going to share with you now if I can find it. Aha. Okay. So, Knight Rider, I am the chariot. I am a warrior. I am an advocate, a peacemaker. I bring with me a spirit that is determined and focused. I am honest, brave, independent, a seeker of truth and justice. This is my gift. My challenge is to find my balance in this life. Open my heart, trust, and forgive. It is in this space that I may lay down my armor that I have carried and know I am safe to do so. The beauty of my heart is what makes me the hero of this world. And I want you to know too, the chariot people are able to do the impossible. Sometimes stubborn, some abandonment issues, some anger, but definitely very charismatic, all that beautiful energy we're talking about. Some of the famous chariots: Lady Diana, Marilyn Monroe, Muhammad Ali, Farrah Fawcett, Pink, Christian Bale, Stephen Hawking, John Kennedy Jr., Johnny Depp, Billy Idol, George Bush, don't hate me. I know when I say political things, you guys get on me. Knight Rider, I have an affirmation for you. I acknowledge that I have an armor on my body. I want to show you what that looks like as well. The armor on your body. It looks like this. Where are you? And we're going to talk about how to release some of that armor and a couple other things that I hope will help you. So don't go away. As always, it's the last card I'm looking for. Where are you? Here. This is not a 7, but this is kind of what the armor looks like. And you guys, when we talk about past life energy, we come into this world a lot of times with stuff from past lives, from being in the womb with your mom that we absorb. And so none of this, don't take it as like this is your personality, your characteristics, and you can never change. It's not like that. It's understanding how we came into this world, what's in our DNA, what was environmental, and how we grow through it. So keeping that in mind, the affirmation is, I acknowledge that I have had an armor on my body. It was there to protect my heart. I have been angry. I have felt great sadness. I am most grateful that I had the courage to look at my life. I am in a beautiful place. I am now ready to let go. I will let go of all of it, everything, and embrace the beauty of the light. So, some stones that are useful for this chariot energy. Jade promotes love, acceptance, compassion, and self-love. Labradorite connects us to source. Malachite helps release toxic emotion. Carnelian helps to heal wounds of the heart, courage, and smoky quartz, purification. And I want to share a few cards with you. I hope this is making sense. I feel like she is busy, but listening. So I talked to you guys about the knife. I think it's important that I read this card and we understand the significance of it. It feels important. The edge. Sometimes we can all have an edge to us, right? Look at the knife just sitting there staring at you. It has a beautiful, complicated message. Yes, it's quite possible that in a past life you died as a result of a violent attack of a knife, or perhaps you were the person that was responsible for inflicting a deadly blow. You may have been stabbed in the back, betrayed by a person you may have trusted. The imprint of this wound could keep you cautious in this life. I knew this was important. I hope it resonates with you, Knight Rider. If this were true, your body will let you know. It is also possible that you are facing a critical crossroad in your present life. The knife may be presented to you as a tool to cut and sever any ties or binds that are keeping you from moving forward or serving your anger, letting go of anything or anyone that doesn't serve you. This is a good reminder for today. Today's angel number, as Angie will know too, is 349. Detoxifying your life, your body, your relationships, your situations so that you can really enhance your well-being. And this is a good reminder of what we have to cut out that doesn't serve you. And that can be really hard sometimes to understand, because a lot of times we lean on things that give us comfort, even though they're not that good for us. And it takes a long time to let go. And if you're brave enough to sever the ties, you will restore your trust. You will intuitively know in your spirit if the knife is a tool or a weapon. Aw, you guys are so cute. Is Night Rider still here? I think she's listening intently. Because you have a lot of sevens in you, I wanted to share these with you. This speaks of abandonment issues. So I do actually, before we go on, Night Rider, the energy that you're in this year in 2025 is about completions. So I feel, understandably, there's a lot going on in your life, a lot of endings. There may have been some deaths, some endings of relationships, a lot of adjustment you're going through, but it's been a 9-year cycle. So I want to give you some inspiration about that you may have learned a lot of hard lessons, and to take those with you now as you move through 2025 and begin adjusting to some of these rather abrupt changes as well. And it's going to ebb and flow for a couple years, and then you'll go into that year of expansion and Empress energy. But if you're here, I have years that may be important, and I feel like when you were 6, that we should start there. But if you're not here, I'll save this and we'll talk next time. So, is she here? Shoot me a wave if you're here, Night Rider. Otherwise, I'm going to save this for next time, because there are significant years here that we need to talk about together. And if you catch the replay, write down your code, Night Rider. It's 7772. She is a high priestess. She is the chariot. She is the soldier. So when you're back, high priestess, let me know. We will talk more. I'm going to put a date on this. And you just remind me that we still need to talk about these significant times in your life. Okay. So now, Angie, I would love to do this for you. Let's take a look at how awesome and special you are. How's it going, everybody? Everything good in the chat? All right. I don't know what happened to Peggy. Are you still here? Angie, you still here? Hello, hello. It's quiet out there. Okay, Angie, let's do some numbers and look at all the energy in you. The Muse, the Empress, and the Butterfly, which is also the Magician. So, oh, Dawn, good. Okay, I'll touch on you too. And then, as always, you guys will go deeper. Don't know what happened to Night Rider, but we'll come back to her too. I know you're getting your hair did. I hope you can hear me. Is it a good time to do your numbers, or should I go to Dawn? You might be under the dryer where you can't even hear me. Oh, don't even get me started on gray hair and the extra hour it takes me every day to deal with this facial hair. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I would love, next time, give me your daughter's numbers and we can see how you guys, what soul contracts you came in. I got you guys all beat. My mom had a gray streak. I guess my mom was like a good witch and never told me. I used to call her the B word, but actually now she's the good witch. But she had that gray streak, right? Oh, it's not. I wish it was menopause. I started going gray when I was 16, Peggy, 16, because of my mom and her streak. She had that gray streak. Oh, yeah. Look at, I have the M's. I have a big M. Oh, the chin hairs. I'm mad at my mom about that. I know. We should do some palm readings too. And don't forget, I got my charms right here, y'all. Yes, Kathy, it'll blow your mind when we start doing all the connections of family, people you date, marry, whatever, you guys. I don't need places or times, just numbers. So, Angie, what's interesting about you is you have the 6 in you, the lovers and the muse, that creative person. Oh my gosh. Art, music, the girl can make anything. And the 6 mirrors the 9, right? You get me, girl. Can she hear me under the dryer? For the love of God. Where is she? I'm not sure. She's probably getting her hair. She's probably getting like a neck massage right now. I think she is. Okay, we'll come back to her. We're going to come back to Angie O. I swear, I think she's probably getting her hair rinsed out right now. That's hysterical. Okay, Dawn, I'm coming to you and I'm starting a new page. Right, Peggy? No. Oh, I know. Well, I wax my face. Not under the dryer yet. Okay, let me tell you this. Let me tell you a little bit and then we'll go deeper next time because I'll do all the years and everything. But you have 2 mirror numbers in you. You have the 6, right? And you know how that mirrors a 9 because I know you get my language. You have the Empress in you. Like you can manifest, create, draw, sing, dance, everything. You are planting seeds and making them grow. Just, it's amazing. And then you have a 10. So the 6 and the 9 mirror each other. The 10 and the 01 mirror each other. So what I want you to remember about that, and as you've seen me do, we can spin like the best of them with the 6s and the 9s and all this mirroring going on. So that's why it's very exceptional that that we understand how it is to be balanced. Are we balanced all the time? No. I have a 9 in me, so I have a 6. I can spin like the best. Also, I have an 11s tend to spend. I have an 11 in me. Anyway, I digress. We're going to take the 10 to a 1 though, okay? Which makes you a 10 again. Okay. Isn't that interesting that you and Kathy really have a lot in common with the 10s and the 1s and my little butterflies flitting around here? That is amazing. So, Angie, a lot of what I read about the magician applies to you. And anytime you would like more information on that, just hit me up. You know I have it. You little sparkly butterfly, you. But let's talk about the muse. That's not something we've done lately. The lover, the muse. Okay. And again, Angie, just take what resonates with you and don't be mad if there's something like, well, that's not me or I hate that. Just blame it on Lindsay, okay? Lovers, passionate, perfectionist, emotional, dramatic, flamboyant, fear issues, tend to cling to people they love in their life, self-esteem and worthiness issues, absorbs emotion of the family, compassionate, empathic, Empathic and empathetic. Has difficulty maintaining healthy boundaries. Has difficulty saying no. Attention seekers. Focus on physical appearance. Well, I'm not blaming her for coloring her hair because I do too, right? she's getting beautified. Impulsive, sentimental, manifest chaos, self-absorbed, self-involved, rejection, attachment, and abandonment issues. Reacts emotionally first, obsessive, suffers from mood swings and or depression, reactive, easily triggered, flirtatious. Energy most affected with addiction issues. And I want you to understand, again, when I talk about addiction, I get sensitive to it because although I don't feel I have addiction issues, I tend to attract people with them. So I just want to clarify that. So all of this energy can be what we have the energy in us, but also as mirrors, what we reflect and what we absorb. And I know she understands that. Struggles with self-sabotage, grounding, anger, balance issues, struggles with financial stability, often feels powerless, tends to blame others for problems. And, also, Angie, my daughter has a 2 6s. She has a lot of 6s and 9s in her. So I'm just saying that because I love this energy, the good, the bad, and the ugly of all of us. And they overlap just much like astrology. Can be romantic, generous, warm, falls in love easily, needs stimulation, lots of creativity coming out, has heightened senses, loves deeply, infidelity issues. That's another thing I feel like can be misaligned with the energy, but we maybe attract it sometimes. Indecisive, lives life on the edge. And some of the famous lovers, yeah, that word no. I wrote down something important that Lindsay said. I believe it's right here on a piece of paper. Where is it? My little note. I know what it is, but she said when you have trouble saying no, when you say no, when you mean it, people tend to trust you more. And I'm guilty of that as well. It's the 9 in me. So if you have a 9, you have a lot of the 6. If you have a 6, you got a lot of the 9. And the 9 is the hermit and the prophet. So think about how amazing that is in terms of your deep insight, Angie, and your intuition and your ability to be this spiritual leader for people. And also, I believe that the Empress energy, they tend to be mentors, teachers, all that kind of leadership quality that you absolutely have, and everything that an Empress is. I just love it about you. And some famous lovers: Lindsay Lohan, Britney Spears, Michael Jackson, Albert Einstein, Charlie Sheen, Heath Ledger, Stephen King, Timothy McVeigh, don't come for me, don't come for me, Keith Moon, George Bush, another George Bush. Again, I don't want to hear it. I'm not talking about politics. You know, the ex-journalist in me. Okay. Angie, I have an affirmation for you. Yes, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. A lot of times we're the sponge, and I'm getting to that. This is when we're too much of a sponge, regardless of the number. Let me show you. Angie. Wait. I thought I saw something I wanted to show you, but you know, a lot of times when you have a 6, you have the 9, and this is the primal scream. There's a lot of times, Angie, that you're not speaking your truth. There's a lot of stuff you keep inside. And you know, you also have the 9 in you where you are this beautiful, loyal, intelligent, intuitive, amazing elephant. This is like it's like God to me, but there's been abuse of power. When you were a child, you could have been quite fragmented. And this is some of the things we can go back and discuss when we go through the cycles of your life and how they relate to your numerology. This is also a 6, Angie, about the shadow side of us and the things, again, that I talk about, you guys, that are in our DNA. Maybe, again, you experienced in the womb that, you know, it's stuff that doesn't belong to you, but energy that came with you and haunts you. It can haunt you. You look, is that not Angie? The record keeper in so many ways. Every day, but deep in her life, like she has the Akashic records within her, but she also is this every day. It's so cute. This is about all the intimacy. This is a 9, okay? Kathy, that's not nice. Sometimes there can be intimacy issues. I'm leaving it at that. Be nice, you guys. This is how she can get overwhelmed, or anybody with a 6 or a 9. But it's also the ability she has to shine that inner light and not get swamped by everything. She's not a mess. She's not a mess. This is where she actually is an anchor, if you think about it. Oh, Angie, you are an anchor, but there's some things that truly weigh you down that came with you that just doesn't belong. 6 and 9, your creativity. It reminds me of your recent story about fixing your house. Everything you do, it reminds me of just everything. This, Angie, you carry a lot of burdens. Hot Mess Express. Well, you're our Hot Mess Express. I feel the need to read this to you because you're both this eagle, really, really in control, right? Just, and the Empress and all of it. But some of this is a lot of burden that doesn't belong to you. And I keep repeating myself. So let me just get the card, the book. It's the Mule. Don't be offended. Contracted to carry a weight or burden, responsible, guilty. Depression, you know? Record keeper. Black sheep, silenced. It relates back to the primal scream. Communication issues. I find that hard to believe, but again, there's a lot of things that you keep inside, deep, deep inside. That's where it's hard for you to communicate those deep, intense feelings, guilt, burdens, shame, whatever it is, you know. But think of the 9 and that hermit and that ability to transmute that in such a beautiful way. There's, with this, believes that value that value comes from holding records. Isn't that interesting? It really is interesting. The records that are deep inside of you, but also your ability to journal and write everything down, and just the whole record keeping thing is quite interesting to me. You may have shoulder issues and back issues. Well, it's a mule and it's a 3. But yeah, it's different. It's the same. What did I always say? It's different. I don't know. It's the same but different. Also, shoulder and back issues, transient lifestyle, like you moved a lot. Grounding, stability, denial issues, and victim issues. Again, sometimes some abandonment issues. And I know I showed this to Kathy, so let's read it. The outcast, thrown away in a past life, thrown away in the present. Bankruptcy of spirit, trauma, difficulty overcoming trauma. Unsupported, denial of support. I know I reject a lot of help at times. Here's that addiction thing again. Broken spirit, trust, abandonment issues. Can be quite the loner. Fearful of losing it all. Gives away possessions and has difficulty saving money. I don't know. And this is just more about learning how to say no, honestly, and being careful not to love too easily. I think it takes a long time to get to know people, and I'm constantly learning that lesson. Um, yeah, and there's this, which kind of reflects that. Let's take a look at what this is. The medic. Sometimes a doctor, a nurse, but a healer. And I very much feel like that is deep in you. A logical thinker. Health issues or fear of health issues. Very scientific thinker. Concern for the physical body. Caring, supportive, responsible. Feels responsible for the physical and emotional health of other people. Interested in the importance of diet and lifestyle. That's the yoga, my little yogi in there. Also, this is 12, which becomes a 3, and it reflects that tendency to spin. Yes, Gen Xers in the house. Look, the 9, the 6, the 9, the music. She has songs in her head every minute of the day. This is also about going from 0 to 100 in many ways. And I believe we talked about that. You can go, 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 and then you're just going to have to rest, right? Important to understand about ourselves. And voila, my little sparkly one. A lot of sparkly people in the house. I want to read this to you guys. I kind of forget. It's all about being such animal lovers, but it's more about being such a loving, caring person. It is the animal lover. You are drawn to the beauty and softness of the love of an animal. You feel safer in this love more so than the love you receive from humans. Oh my God, that's so true about me. You are sensitive, gentle, kind, and this relates to many of you here in the chat. There is no doubt an animal or pet has walked with you in this lifetime, healing your wounded heart. I love that. This bond will stay with you for many lifetimes. Oh, I'm so glad I remembered to share that. Angie, did I give you the stones that you can put in your bra when you're feeling a little unbalanced or a little spinny? I know you've got your favorites, and I hope they're working on your neck muscles right now while you're getting that hair thing done. But I'm going to go ahead in case you can still hear me, Angie. I sketched a mule a while back. Oh, wow, that is so cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna give you the stones that Lindsay recommends that you put in your bra or wherever you like to put them on a Tuesday. I'm not sure. What, like, do you have a day of the week where you decide to put the stones? Just kidding. Okay. Boji stones for balancing and grounding, tourmaline, obsidian, both for grounding, onyx, grounding and power, carnelian, heals wounds of the heart and offers courage, labradorite, connects one to universal light. Also, did I read the affirmation? I'm going to do it again. Here's an affirmation for Angie. I am a beautiful emotional being. I feel everything in my life. I deserve to know peace. I am safe. I am loved. I am present. I am grounded. I am more than I have ever imagined. I am humbled by this awareness. Okay. And there's much more to read about you. And do remember, too, that you are a beautiful butterfly. Let me see where you are this year, though, before. And then the next time we're together, I'll go through some significant years and any connections that you want for all of you. That's more that we can dive into. It's really fun. Oh, wow, Angie, you're in a 9-year of completions as well. We have a lot of 9s going on here. I know you know what that means and everything that it comes with, but I will read this to you. I love to share Lindsay's wisdom. She really downloaded most of this. She's such a shaman. So this year, for you, Angie, a truth surfaces that you can no longer deny. This truth has the power to change your perspective and free your mind. Everything comes full circle in this year. Karma may revisit you in your life. There may be a death, a loss, an ending of relationships, but there will also be birthing around you and new growth and new opportunity. Yay, team. We're going to get through it. Regroup. This is a year of honoring all that you have been through. It honors the lessons life has bestowed on you and drawing from the wisdom of your wounds. You may draw a line in this year. You may put a stop to something or someone that has haunted you forever. Yes, ma'am. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right. I know. Thank you. I wonder, I don't even know what year I'm in. Let's see where I am. The year of hell. Always. I used to say, okay, this is going to be my year. It never is. It just never is. I believe it's my Saturn placement, but whatever. Fine. I'm fine. I can add. No, I can't. Am I doing that right? No. I'm in a 6-year of emotional balance. Well, I don't feel it. Let's read what a 6 is for me. Jiminy Cricket. Oh, emotional healing. Emotional healing? Oh, really? It's going to take a while because this is for me this year, fear of change, may experience loss, emotional imbalance, feeling overwhelmed, powerless, fear of loss. Oh, confidence issues. Oh my God, my confidence is shattered. Expression of grief. I'm expressing it. Emotional growth, spiritual healing, strengthening personal power. Let's go, Liz. Restoring issues surrounding loss and fear of loss. Oh, it's going to be a good year for me. And I'm a chariot. So everything I said about the chariot. Whoo, man, that's true. That is really true. All right. So, you know what would be really cool, and I've done it for Peggy, is I don't know if like Angie, if your partner, if you'd like to look at their numbers, we can do that next time. It's pretty significant. You know, Angie, the next couple years are really like a rebirthing for you. And I think it'd be really cool to share Lindsay's return to the womb ritual with you sometime. So remind me, and anybody else who would like it. It's really cool. And it helps because Angie's in a 9. So next year is 10 for her, or 1. And that's like a rebirth. So she's going through some endings and coming into this rebirth, but that's still difficult, right? There's nothing easy about getting births, and there's a lot that comes with it. And if we go back and look at the numbers and see like what was going on when your mom was pregnant with you and what happened when you were little, this return to the womb ritual is really cool. And kind of in a nutshell, it's like taking a really awesome Epsom salts bath, and you meditate and you do some of the suggestions that Lindsay has, and then everything goes down the drain. You know, it's like oh, thank you, Kathy, thank you, sweetheart. That made my day. Thank you. And you're so welcome. I'll save everything, Kathy, so we can dig deeper. And I will do this with Angie too. And we'll be sure to share this. I got to find it. I believe it's right here in my stuff, my Lindsay stuff. But I will get it for Angie and I will share it for all of you. Because Kathy, where were you? I believe, Kathy, you're a couple years out. Oh, no, it wasn't you. It was Knight Rider. I didn't do your year, did I, Kathy? Let me see where you are really quick. I don't know where you are this year. Hold on. No, I love this for Kathy. Oh, wait. 30, 40, 50. Kathy, you are in a 6 year. Isn't that funny? You and I didn't mean to make fun of it, honey. I was laughing at me, not you. But you too are in a 6 year of emotional healing. So things that you've been through last year probably was a lot about finding your soul purpose, Kathy, renegotiating contracts, restoring some personal boundaries, and you're getting your power back, actually restoring some of that inner child in you, a lot of healing. And now you're in a 6 year. So you really are striking a good balance where you do heal. Yeah, well, it's going to be better. You still have to heal. And you guys, let's face it. It's a never-ending process, but it's going to start to feel a lot better, Kathy. You're going to have a little times where you feel rocky and a little angry and things like that, but you're just going through that emotional growth and that spiritual healing, strengthening your boundaries like we talked about. You guys, I'm going to be real honest with you about what this card is called, because I think it's just something we have to deal with. This is the streetwalker, and I'm not saying that we do that, but it's a hard look at who have we given our power away to, That's Lindsay putting it right in my face. So just understand that you're really strengthening that power. You're learning how to say no. You're restoring a lot of the issues. You're not working on it. You're doing it, Kathy. I know it. It's divine. It's divine timing for you. I really believe that. And because you just joined, this flipped over, the ruler, the emperor. Do you have that in you? I think you do. Yes. This is a reminder, Kathy, for you to stay in your personal power. Stay in control. Don't feel like you're being controlling by maintaining that. Speak your truth. No more being silenced. The orphan. Let me look at your numbers again. I don't know if you feel the orphan energy as much as maybe like the energy around being dismissed. And I know what you said about your marriage. So I imagine that does resonate with you. Love. I want you to remember that you bring a lot of love to the world. And that also for me resonates with, I just mixed up all my cards like a fool. That I want to read this to you because it makes sense for the year that you're going through. This emotional healing and balance, if I can find the right explanation. And I don't know if you're welcoming in someone new and wanting love, Kathy, but this really screams at me. And I want you to know it has to do with marriage, commitment, and divorce. Adoption, community, heartbreak, intimacy, acceptance, devotion, and unconditional love. So it's either coming out because of the divorce, or you may have someone coming in new. I'm not sure, but it's a different deck. It flew out. It's important. And maybe it's just for me to remind you how much love you bring to us and us to you, and that this year of emotional balance will come for you. Here I am mixing up the cards again. What a lovely lady. Hi, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I don't want to mix up Angie's info. Angie, is there anything else I can do for you? How's your hair going? Aw. Oh, Judy, no. I think I'm the old one. You've been talking to someone. Oh, good. Yeah, it's kind of weird that got mixed in. Hi, Nicole. Is Dawn still here? I'm totally losing my mind. Did I read for Dawn? Nicole, you're so welcome to be here. I just may have Dawn ahead of you. Oh, Peggy, you're a little pixie. Oh, thank you. So far, I'm here every Tuesday. I think I should be here every day. Under the heat for the highlights. Let's go. Okay, we'll do more another time. Angie, we'll go deeper. Dawn, you're still here. Okay, so what a lovely lady, or a lovely day. What a lovely day, 90. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me read for Dawn real quick. I'm going to keep you on my list. I'm going to try to get to you. I've gone pretty long, but I don't mind. Just understand if I don't get to you, please follow, subscribe, come back. Oh, you have you have the 6. So if you were listening to a lot of what I said about the 6 and 9, that's really important in you. What a lovely day. You have a 6, 9, 6, 9, 9, 6. You are a muse, you are a prophet, you are the lover, you are the hermit, you are an old soul, but you have a tendency to spin, my friend. So we will have to talk about all the 6s and 9s in you. That's fascinating. And what did you say your name is? Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. I'm saving you. You have an interesting, it was 1990, right? Dawn, don't go away. We're going to talk about you. 1990. Yes, you also have the 1 and the 10 in you. So a lot of what I talked about, Nicole, today you're going to understand if you watch the replay, but I'm super happy to go over a lot of stuff with you too. So when we do, we're going to be covering the 6 and 9s like crazy, right? And you're a 7 overall. You've got a long code. We got a lot to talk about, Nicole. And you're a twin. That's fantastic. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you guys are pinging off each other in the most fantastic way. That's so cool. I'm going to put the date here that we at least chatted a little. We're going to have to come back because that's a lot to talk about. I love that, Nicole. Thank you so much. All right, let me work on Dawn a little bit here. Start a new sheet. Okay. I am jealous about, I want a massage. I'm jealous that I'm jelly that you're getting your hair done, but I want a massage. 1972, 21. Oh, that's Angie again. Shoot. 1969. Okay, Dawn, as I always highlight, thank you, Nicole. Thank you. You do have the master number 11 in you, master intuitive. Most people don't take it down to a 2, but it's the high priestess. Let's go. And you have the 8 of justice and advocacy. A lot to say there. And now I can't do math. And a 7, if I'm right. Am I right? 18, 19, 25. Okay. 10, 17, 8. You're Dawn, your overall energy is an 8. And then the code that I want to give you, because if I haven't told you, I like to honor all the numbers in your birth date, much like astrology, how we look at sun, moon, rising, etc. So this honors the day, the month, and the year, and all the layers within you. You are an 8, and your code is 8782. So it's quite interesting. You're very highly intuitive. You are definitely an old soul. Everything that you may know from tarot about the high priestess energy, the 7, the chariot. I talked a lot about the chariot earlier, so I hope you were listening. And we've talked about the high priestess a little bit, but I love that you have 2 8s. Peggy has you top because she has 3. And she is just an amazing Visionary. You guys, 8s are visionary. Oh, that's so awesome, Kathy. I have an esthetician license, so I just really appreciate that energy right there. However, I did not get a massage at Christmas. Okay. So, yes, don't go away, Nicole. I'm not sure that I have the energy in me to keep going, but I've got you saved here. And Nicole, let me tell you one more thing because I don't want to cut you short. I want you to come back. We'll talk more. I want you to know where you are this year. And then I'm going back to Dawn. Look, you guys keep up. I'm a little ADD. Yeah, Peg has 3 8s. Okay. So, wow. Did I do that right? 11, 19, 4. Nicole, you're also in a 6th year of emotional restoration. Is that what I called it? Let me just remind you, this is where you're going through some stuff. Last year was tough. You're finding your soul's purpose and you're trying to strike a balance this year. It is emotional healing. Okay. Emotional healing. There may have been some losses and things like that. I just want you to understand there's a lot of healing and spiritual growth coming for you. So just don't give up because you're going to spin a lot. You're going to spin a lot. And I get it. Just understand, okay, I'm spinning. What can I do to help? Whether you like exercise, meditation, active meditation. I love Epsom salt baths, just talking to people that you can trust will help stop the spin, Okay. So just keep that in mind. You're in a year of emotional healing and give yourself space and time to understand that. Let's see where Dawn is too. Wow. Dawn, you're in a year of adjustment, the 10. Again, I think we talked about that with Angie, where we go from completion to adjustment to more a little bit change with the 1. It's a little bit rocky, Dawn, but I'll read this to you again. Those of you who are running around in this energy this year of 10, nothing in your life feels familiar. There will be a period of adjustment and change. So be patient and kind with yourself. Much like a 6, the 10 is a little bit similar. Something or someone has left your life, and this is for Dawn. You now have the opportunity to redirect your energy and bring life to something new. There's an inspired energy around you, although there may be a fear of the unknown. The last 9 years have taught you many things about yourself. It may take these important lessons to truly understand your own power, worth, and place in this life. So, Dawn, does that make sense to you? And are you still here? Because I want to. Oh, yes, no, you're not. Yeah, you're okay. You're okay, Nicole. Stick with me. I'll work you through it. I'll explain the spins. And you've got that chariot energy. That's somebody who can really do the impossible. So don't give up on yourself. And you come with a lot of past life energy of a warrior, of a soldier. You're carrying some wounds and stuff that doesn't belong to you, Nicole, but we'll get there. So, Dawn, I'm going to read to you, oh, good, about the justice. And understand, interestingly, Peggy knows she's got 3 8s in her. It's fantastic. An 8 can tend to split. Dawn, it'll be really cool when we come back next time to look at the cycles of your life and important years and what was going on when you were younger. It's a little different. We're going in 9 years. I know, sounds confusing, but I'll go through that with you, Nicole. We'll get there. Just no, it's okay. It's okay. I appreciate your questions very much. When Dawn, if you went through, it's okay. If you went through things when you were little, and we can dive into that, it can split an 8. So there, yes, exactly. Like this is a 10-year for her, not quite the cycle, just the energy of that year. That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it. So justice energy, John, see what resonates with you. There's a lot of split and spin, but not everybody. I don't find that in Peggy. So keep in mind that the justice is also the visionary. Absolutely. Oh, that's very cool. Very cool. All right. So those of you with all that 8 in you, intense, focused, logical thinkers, guarded emotionally, resolute spirit, often find themselves in between 2 opposing forces. That's literally like some people grow up in a war zone, a literal war zone. Some people grow up in divorce, and it'll split our little tiny child selves. And it's hard to ever fix that. We're not here to blame our parents and put it all on divorce, but it does leave a bit of a split. So if that makes sense to you, it might. It's not true of everybody. 8s are very analytical. They have difficulty shutting off their minds. Complex, critical, respect issues brings uncompromising balance to the world. Peacekeepers, feels more comfortable when problems are resolved. Doesn't like upset. Avoids confrontation. Can be aggressive, reactive, defensive. Strong convictions of their beliefs. Very much about justice, being an advocate, controlling, seekers of justice, truth, dedicated, ambitious, deeply protective and private of personal life, forceful, serious, highly effective at evaluating situations and circumstances, highly organized, opinionated, protective, energy most impacted by injustices in the world, protects the vulnerable, and provides a voice for those who are silent. I know someone like that. Her name is Peggy. Can be intimidating, listens to both sides of an issue before coming to their own conclusions. Private about personal suffering, introspective, completely dedicated to a cause that they support, defensive, rigid, argumentative, able to do difficult things when needed. Times 3 for Dawn. Times 3. Where was I? Requires structure and balance in life, uses verbal shots when wounded, needs to learn to be objective and forgiving, grounding and balance issues if you find that you spend 2. Now, some famous people. Okay, cool, Dawn. I'm so glad. Nelson Mandela, Osama bin Laden. Again, don't come at me. Philip Seymour Hoffman, Robin Williams, Amy Winehouse, Jane Fonda, Pablo Picasso, Elizabeth Taylor, Oliver Stone, Jeffrey Dahmer, Axl Rose. Now, I want to read a couple things to you, Dawn, as well. I am justice. I bring uncompromising balance to this world. I am the professor of a brilliant mind that sees beyond the ordinary. I challenge truths, laws, and have a clear vision of how everything must be. For everything in this life requires the grace of balance. This is my gift. My challenge is to find myself in the midst of this struggle, torn between what is truth and what is just. It is an energy I seek. It is in this energy I seek stillness and the freedom of knowing calm. Also, for Dawn, an affirmation and some stones for you. Okay, Dawn. I am in a place of calm. My mind is still. My body is relaxed. I will draw all of my energy into the core of my being. I will remain grounded, present, balanced, focused. I am one with the energy within my spirit. I'll answer that in a second. Dawn, stones that you might want to put in your bra like Angie or wherever. Boji stones for grounding and balancing, tourmaline and obsidian for grounding. Carnelian heals wounds of the heart and offers courage. Labradorite connects one with universal light, which I consider God. Lapis connects one to universal wisdom, also is source for me. So Boji stones, tourmaline, obsidian, carnelian, labradorite, and lapis be really good for you. All right. Yes, pendulums can be any stone, really. Here's one that was given to me. This one, oh wait, you can't see it. This one is in a bit of an egg shape. Where's my other ones? Well, they're in their little protective little pouches. Some are crystals, some are shaped differently. Please don't bark. But you need to, let me mute for a second. Look, hold on. Don't do that. Can you not do that? We're almost done. You want to say hi to everybody? No. So what I was going to say, you guys know when you go to get one, please don't order it online. You need to go to a good shop where you trust the people that you're buying from and that you really connect with it before you get it home. Now, this was a gift, but I love it. I definitely connect with it. Okay, cool. Very cool. Where are my other ones? They're usually right here. I'm not being very good to my stones, am I? I've got stones. I've got Palo Santo all in this bowl. Okay, well, don't go by me. That's my little mess there. I think this is a good place to, let's do an oracle card for everybody here, see what we get, and we will come back. I think I need to add more days so we can spend more time together, do more numerology. Also, for those of you who are new and you've never had a charm reading, you're gonna want this. There's magic in these charms. I just can't even tell you. I just can't even tell you how much I love. I will, please subscribe to my channel and look for the posts. Okay, bye. Thank you, Angie, for helping. I love you. Can't wait to see your hair. What's a good day for you guys? Maybe a weekend, maybe Friday. Look what's on there on the back, the moon. We're going with that. Angie, you got the moon card. Bye. Isn't that beautiful? And it's a 5, you guys. Friday's a good day. I'll keep that in mind, sweetheart. You just stick around. I'll be sure to give at least, if not a 24-hour notice, at least, a good day or two ahead. You guys, let's connect. We are progressing towards that full moon and eclipse season next week. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to read this for you guys. This is important and a good way to close out. Yes, I know. I think Fridays you're not in a group, Peggy, or it might be a weekend that will add some more time. Because I do like to take my time. Take time to make time. That's a song for Angie. Lady. I love that song, Lady, by Little River Band. Okay, you guys. Emotion, feeling, intuition, the lunar cycle, art, hidden talent, imagination, and winter. What's jumping out at me right now is something deep within you is awakening. Make space for that beautiful moonbeam to glow and gain light. Look to the cycles of the moon for guidance. It's going to be really important coming up again with this intense lunar eclipse, solar eclipse coming up on the next week. I think it starts on the 14th. Eclipse, full moon eclipse, Virgo, 23 degrees. That's a 5 and this is a 5 and the numbers are flipped. Anyway, that's crazy. So let's think about things to release at this full moon, but really what to bring in and what eclipse season means. It's always very unexpected. So look to the cycles of the moon for guidance. When she is new, you're in the beginning stages, gaining life and light. When she is full, you are ripe with energy. And when she goes dark, it's time to rest. So we are moving into a time of a lot of energy. I think we've been very exhausted, but I feel this spurt of energy, and it probably also has to do with Mars finally moving forward. And let me look at my book. By the way, I'm going to have Mandy Rose on, an astrologer who created this journal, a lot of fun things. Mercury moved into Aries, and that I think is giving us a lot more energy and a lot more clarity in our thoughts and our ability to speak. Oh, that's very cool. Are you a Scorpio? I'm Cancerian, so this relates. This is like my planet. And we're both water signs, right? Also, the moon inspires introspection and deep exploration of the inner world. So this will help you guys, get in tune with the stars and the planets. No? Oh, yeah. I didn't look. What are you? You are Gemini? Yeah. You're a Gemini. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I'm 718, by the way. Very cool. The moon teaches you the power of your personal tides, when to rest and move, when to let go, when to grow. So there's a lot of wisdom in this as we move through these stages. And many of you who have completions, who have this emotional healing to do, that have been here today, I think that card is really cool. Yes, you are a Gemini. Very good. I love that. I love that. Thank you for sharing too. It's really nice to meet you, Nicole. I'm glad you're here. So I think I will go now because I need to eat. And I do hope you come back. Dawn, I hope that was helpful. I'm going to save everything, you guys, so that we can go over this even more. I got to put adjustment here so I don't forget. And Dawn, I would just say you're such an amazing visionary and intuitive. I would love to know more about you. Okay. Thank you, Nicole. Goodbye, Kathy and Peggy and everybody. It's been really good to see you today. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you, Kathy, and thank you for joining. It means so much. I really appreciate it. Bye. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Peggy. And you can hit the share too. Just copy link. That helps my algorithm. Bye. Love you, Peggy. Love you, Kathy. Andy, love you. Dawn, yes. Love you guys. Bye, Nicole. Oh, and my friend from India. Bye, sweetheart. I don't know if you're still here. Bye, everybody. I'll see you soon. Much love.